Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andini Febby Athirah. I'm the LSPR Communication and Business Institute Indonesia student under the supervision of Mr. Bonar Sirait as my mentor and lecturer. I'm here today to talk to you about a climate change issue that is very important for the sustainable world and relate with our life. And also, I would like to present the sustainable issue include climate change in Indonesia as a part of important sustainable world issues. Before we starting, I want to let you know that all the research I do is by reading about climate change issue from accurate resources. Then from all the resources topic, I will summarize into one topic that I will present at this time with the title is The Influence of Climate Change. Happy watching! UNFCCC defines climate change that is caused either directly or indirectly by human activities, thereby changing the composition of the global atmosphere and a climate variability experience over the comparable time periods. The composition of the global atmosphere is the composition of the Earth's atmosphere in the form of the greenhouse gases, which among other things consist of carbon dioxide, methane, nitrogen, and so on. In effect, the greenhouse gases effect is a phenomenon that provides many benefits for survival on Earth. The problem is, if the concentration of the greenhouse gases in the air increases, the more heat is trapped on Earth. This causes the Earth temperature to increase every year. If still continue, many population of living things will be destroyed. Carbon emission that continue to increase will also increase the risk of a conflict, floods, economic disruption, and a mass migration of the Earth's inhabitants in this century. Left unchecked, this greenhouse gases emission will cost trillions of US dollars in damage to property and ecosystem, and to the cost of building a climate defense system. The risk increase every 1 degree air temperature increase due to a global warming. The UN report also found that the heat waves were the deadliest weather hazard of the 2015 until 2019 period, affecting all continents and setting new national temperature records. Summer 2019, which is one of the hottest months on the record. There is less snow cover in some areas, especially during the spring. Sea ice is decreasing rapidly. Population of animals in Arctic like penguin, walrus, polar bears, whales, and other like seabirds that depend on ice are likely to drop dramatically when there is no more ice again. If emissions still continue at the current condition, more than 80% of the small glaciers will be disappear by the end of this century. This will impact the hundreds of millions of people who depend on glaciers for water, agriculture, and energy. Dangerous avalanches, rockfalls, and flooding will occur more frequently in mountainous areas. Indonesia is still struggling against various environmental problems that are currently occurring due to unsustainable development. The oceans are also affected. Problems such as marine and coastal pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction continue to occur. Factory production and household activities that lead to improper disposal of waste, which is in the end make the sea affected by it. Human-generated greenhouse gases have triggered an increase in the Earth's average temperature of about 1 degree Celsius since the 19th century. Sea level warms about 0.8 degrees Celsius. The warmer the ocean, the less energy CO2 the water can absorb and store from the atmosphere. The consequence can be devastating if the ocean continues to warm. It will have a major impact on the climate system for extreme temperatures, storm, drought, flood, and a long rainy season. It's not quite there, increasing greenhouse gases emission from a variety of human activities, for example like burning fossil fuels for heat and energy, deforestation, fertilizing crops, raising livestock, and producing some industrial products. Dramatically affects coral reef ecosystem. Damage to our coral reef is also caused by a global climate change, which causes acidification and warming of the oceans. About 82% of the coral reef area in Indonesia is threatened with the damage. The conclusion is that can be drawn is how our role as the younger generation must be protect the earth we live in properly and reduce the activity that can be damage our earth. The things we can do to reduce climate change is like 1. Walking or cycling or using public transportation instead of driving a private vehicle will reduce a carbon emission. 2. Reducing the use of plastic bag with environmental friendly equipment like shopping with your own tote bag or cloth bag. And then using a rag instead of a tissue, and not using a lot of paper in making assignment and documents that can still be made with digitally. And 3. Reforestation or replanting deforested forests in order to conserve forest interiors. And 4. Doing self-regrading movement at home, for example such as planting trees and green plants around our environment and our home. And 5. Start a healthy life by eating organic food or reducing meat consumption, because in this way human can reduce the environmental impact on our planet. In this way, humans can also help with the greening of our earth by growing lots of vegetables for our life. As we bring our climate change issue in Indonesia as a part of important sustainable world issues, I would like to thank you for your attention and hope that this sharing session give all of your clear understanding of a climate change issue in my country is Indonesia. If you have a need further and detailed information regarding the issues, kindly text in the comment column below in this video. And have a great sustainable world, and thank you. See you next time.